Now, the last thing in the last subgroup I'm going to get on is the pastors. Yeah, the pastors. Because all the things that are happening to black people, I have yet to find a single pastor in my area where I live to speak out, to speak up, to speak against anything that has happened here in the last, I'm going to say, month, with the Cyrus Carmet Belton verdict, with the Carmelo Anthony verdict, with the shooting of the 1-year-old by the police in Mississippi. I know Nolan Wells happened just on 4th of July. It was made public on July 5th. But still, not a preacher, pastor has had anything to say about any of this that I'm aware of. Not one that I know of. And I would be remiss if I didn't say anything to the so-called black church and the black leaders of the church. Well, we already know a lot of y'all have compromised yourselves anyways. A lot of y'all signed that contract for the 501c3 or whatever. I think I'm saying that right, 501c3. So a lot of y'all already sold out when you signed up for that too. And there's a particular pastor in my area that I used to highly respect. And I still listen to him. But there's a difference in how he was when he first came on the scene and how he is, or how he has been for the last few years. His sermons, if you want to call it sermons, his preaching has become quite watered down. So I would have to presume that he has compromised himself along the way. I mean, anytime you driving Bentleys and all that shit as a preacher, and then claiming you don't need to preach to make that kind of money because you was already making that kind of money. So what you preaching for? And saying God called you to do it. Okay. And you know, the Bible already tell you if that's what you believe in. The Bible already said it. The Bible already said when they get to their judgment day, it's gonna very much be depart from me, you worker of iniquity, I never knew you. A lot of these preachers, they preaching, but they don't believe what they preaching. They just selling you the dream. And you know how you know? You'll be able to tell them by their fruits. The Bible told you that too. And what's their fruits? Fruitless is what it is. Fruitless. Selling y'all a dream every Sunday to keep that money coming in, to keep him in his mansion, to keep him in his Bentley or whatever his car choice is, to keep his lifestyle floated. So they'll tell you anything and everything that you want to hear. But when it comes to real issues, they are numb. They are quiet. They are mute. They have nothing to say. They can't even be found. Because they still preaching a 2,000-year-old, I don't even want to say game plan, but they preaching the same thing that they've been preaching. It ain't nothing you can go in that Bible and talk about that ain't been talked about for 2,000 years already. Nothing. And people still hook, line, and sinker. It's just ridiculous. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Because the way I see people cut up in these churches, acting like this man that said something that's never been said before, and it just didn't touch them so deep down inside. Like, I just have to shake my head. I don't partake in it. I do not partake in it. I feel like if there's a God, I don't need to go through a preacher, a pastor, and nobody else to get to him. Because if he died on the cross, so the Bible say, to give us free access to him, then I don't need to go through a charlatan. I don't need to go through a snake or a salesman for me and him to have a understanding or a relationship. But yeah, I just wanted to say that all of y'all preachers, so-called preachers, pastors, whatever you want to call yourselves, y'all should be ashamed. Especially in the black community, you should be ashamed, because I have not heard not one of you speak up, speak out, or against any of this.